Hello viewers, welcome to Salone Morning Discovery. Me, Justice AM Tishan from KID-AFAN. Today inside the studio, I got somebody who come out from the Sick Pikin donation project. We can tell you about the Sick Pikin donation project and also how they don't go along for man their affairs or the operation of the Sick Pikin donation project. Hello and welcome to the program.
Thank you. Mina Jonathan Bonga. I'm one of the volunteers for the Sick Pikin project, where they about for help various picking them from different districts, religion, tribe, we get critical medical condition, and also we then people not capable for afford the bill for pay and picking the medical bills in various hospitals, either in Nasaloya or out of the country.
All right. So before we go inside that details there, I want you first of all tell me how long you don't become volunteer for the Sick Pikin.
Well, I'm only volunteer for Sick Pikin since 2019 up to date.
Okay, so from 2019 to this period, tell me like so far, waiting are some of the successes or what you don't observe so far from where you can inside the Sick Pikin donation project.
Since 2019, I joined the project for volunteer. The project don't do a lot for save life of Pikin they with and sick with critical medical condition. Most of them are able to treat them Nasaloya, past where we can go them mostly in Indian. So since then, the project they welcome register every Pikin in kind of office at number 19 Service Street, or they put on our list, register. Get a consent from in family for let me raise fund for them. Then our streets, na various business centers then, and also we use the media also for advocate for the kind Pikin and day. So since then the project don't save 248 Pikin them, both Salone and Indian. And also for Indian the project don't send 115 Pikin then are Indian since where the project don't establish since 2018 up to now. They don't send 115 Pikin are Indian, or don't mean 126 Pikin are, and also we send Pikin in other parts of the world like Senegal. We don't send Pikin in Senegal. When our two Pikin that we don't get success cases from where we don't send, and also don't send Pikin in Italy. When a one Pikin we don't come successfully, and Spain also we will send one Pikin there.
So let's just only the first as you give you details, of the numbers of Pikin in a way Sick Pikin don't save or we don't they help. Well, somebody out there go on to say like so far how Sick Pikin projects come about, because like we know say in everything there must be a reason behind them. So like tell people shortly like how this whole thing come about before I begin to take the adventure there. So
well, first of all, the project come about since 2018. It started with one Pikin who called Baby Mustafa. I believe say most of the Sierra Leoneans they know, but that story there, or even the first lady also being advocate for that Pikin, where he make a short documentary video where they pass around through various social media for response for that Pikin there. Mustafa 2018 be sick, we be saying liver problem. For them for do liver surgery para. So it be require huge amount of money where people are not been get that kind of money for send out India for do in surgery. So with that in Namabi meet we lead campaigner Ishmael Afrechas and discuss that with them, and the man also not sit down in we will meet Father Peter Conte, the executive director for Caritas. So they will begin man that particular affair there. So they meet various people and we are in Mercury also been come in for help, and also different institutions that within the country be support that particular Pikin. Baby Mustafa when they send India and who do surgery successfully when come, but we be missing the all the cases that they will go able to solve them, that the project not come into existence yet. Okay. So with that now, when Baby Mustafa don't come in well body one year mama, that thing will not say other Pikin and they also will get critical condition like Mustafa or we even past Mustafa. Okay. So based on that, we begin to see various people in the camp to we lead campaigner Ishmael Afrechas for support for the Pikin. So that they look at and say, well, this if that they be so, You go find we establish a project wherein we go help picking them. We get critical condition where the people do not get money for support them. So now by that the project come into existence.
So now this project starts with one picking, but now a flux of them they come, for help, and this now a project where like it not be done established, but because of one picking, make now this whole thing can set up. So from then, like Pande, how many like the number of picking that una can get for come say okay una help we, and what's not anything that una they look for, or anybody can just say no more I don't come me picking on well, then the sick picking project puts on like what's not the criteria and way una don't set for CC una able for meet to demands of the public.
Well, let me say every day we can get cases in our office for help, but like we can always tell and say we not to hospital we get. Before you count the picking to we, you never go to hospital first. The doctor able to diagnose the picking and tell you the actual problem we picking get before they register, because we not get anything for diagnosis picking or for do scanning. So when they can come sometimes, so they refer them to Dr. Nakonot, Dr. Lebi, Dr. Bar, we mostly we work with for do the picking and scanning or for write medical report for them. So we refer them to doctor. Doctor can say, well, we're not going to echo me, we're not go so salon, I go to scanning. Scanning result now, they can carry to we begin to do advocacy for them. So in terms of the cases that we can deal with, not to all kind of cases, maybe say you kind of office to register you, because you know we'll say you can get just a malaria or fever, then you expect the project.
So now this kind of case then so owner they look into before everyone put an under then picking in there.
Well, we get cases that we be say they're very, very critical. Like we get some most of the cases we get are the congenital heart complication where they can get all of the heart. I think cases that we can get most of the time where we can send an Indian and we can able to do the surgery come back. Then also we get some cases where Pikin can get liver problem. We don't get that case the one baby Mustafa, then it's very critical. So they're not common, so no more among the other picking the whole they can.
Okay, so like now what's in the thing una can seek from parents for like loan put on for under them picking in here, like una but somebody go say if una the travel picking them out there, it takes something like money, and I feel saying a huge money. So how una can come about for raise them money there as something we una can demand from the parents or this not just on una it can happen?
Well, first of all, I can't that question. I just want to make it clear. I say not to all picking we can take in, because we get a age limit. We can deal with picking from 0 age to 16 years. So if you pick it on past 16 years, the project not will be responsible for them, because we get this now the limit that we don't say within that range they will be picking there. So like for the finance side, how can manage get the money for the picking? The parent already demand nothing from them. Some parents can even for transport the project, and they help them for going to house, for going to hospital, for do the AFA waka, even the scanning sometimes, not sometimes, most of the times, all the times, the scanning and the project is responsible for the scanning where doctor can say go to ECOMED, go to scanning, some of the scanning can be 2 million to 3 million and above. So the project can take up that responsibility there for pay for the scanning, and also if you do the way they travel as well, the project can all go do passport for them, down to passport, so they not can even get passport picture, which is now 20,000 or 25. The project is also responsible, so like the project demand nothing from the parent them. So like the way and how we can get money for support them picking, and then by we street fundraising, we do most of the time. We can get every Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, we can get a St. John, the old donation box system, when various volunteers like they ask people there for support. Whatever you get, you can dump inside the put inside the donation box. We can use them money then and the money we can use for help the picking a small within the country. Like for picking the only travel go with overseas, well, it can require a huge amount of money, way not less than $15,000.
So like looking at that kind of money, then una just they about going around the streets, they pick small leons them, like then they really can sum up to the money then they.
Yes. So like for such a case, we can get most of the time. we can write to the government. They are in government, they come in because the money can so much will be say that is boxes on the street or donation boxes they all can install at various business centers and institutions and not going with such an amount. So we can write to the government for help, for a particular people will be saying in case not only they do not only they do surgery where money so huge the project not be able to afford. We could write to the government for support and the government can come in with their own help where then you can give always for people when they travel. Then they give the money, call the parents, call them for medical board first, and then you just write letter. Then the Ministry of Health approve them. They call first the parents and the Pikin. Then get certain doctors that wouldn't believe. Say they go tell them say this now, so then we then go take her in consideration. So they call the parents and the Pikin. Then go on a medical board. Then doctor assess the Pikin, yes. Then they give them what say this Pikin no get with treatment now. This Pikin no get with treatment, they go to treatment now before the government they give support. So now with that, the government can come in, the parent and also various doctors then when they don't come together, the government don't approve the case, then fund the Pikin. The parent can go to a bank with trusted volunteer where we can always send for go collect the money, we put it on the account and transfer, do the visa application for the Pikin and parent because most of the time all they send the Pikin na here mama.
Okay, so like lags, it don't be anytime don't they we una don't decide for help somebody or a Pikin where like waiting require like the money or other things and limit to number for help that person.
Yeah, most of the time, because some Pikin they said they now released money not there for help, so they lost on them as well, because of the amount of money. Government they help one time, it can take months, okay, right today, tomorrow they approve, next month they get the money to work. So
the good down our targets, like for say this not the amount of Pikin and these people will take go with or like. Not just like how we get there, so when they go there, when I get a specific number, when I was okay from 1 to 5 or 1 to 10, at least at the first we go deal with, and come with back forever.
Well, we not get target. Like recently, we don't send 4 Pikin in India with the government support. Any people in camp where the doctor write medical report say they enable the operation here. Right away, we write letter to the ministry. So, like, based on how they approve the Pikin the cases there, that's what they send them. So, the government approve 4 Pikin together or 3, 4, 5 together, they send them all. No reason for them to keep waiting because their life there at risk. Every day we sick Pikin, they don't know how you first grab the next day. So that can worry you so much. But we're not going no choice. Pass we therefore wait the support come. So, like, immediately the money come, we apply for the visa. Because as we don't register there, we don't send the letter, the ministry, we do passport for the right away, the passport is already. Okay. So immediately they don't give the money for send the Pikin, the government don't give the money for the Pikin surgery, they apply for visa, the visa not can take too long. They do the visa for India and the Pikin that will send them in mama, they will do the operation. So like a targeted number where we say this what they say no.
Okay, so as you don't lament on how the golden Pikin and then what's involved into as to sometimes when they can get challenges as to for golden Pikin and they due to the money or whatsoever. So now like apart from governments, would that like the sick Pikin also the partner with?
Well, currently they don't partner with Vista Bank. They want to do well for we. They don't give the allowance for let we install the donation box in all of them branches and within Freetown, and they don't also give them support the Pikin where we don't send Senegal, they don't do operation, we don't come successfully back, and they do extremely well that particular side. And also we get specific body where we say we partner, where we say we get case with the senator. No, we can write story, we post on our Facebook, within our WhatsApp. So people that can come in sometimes say, well, if we need money for a Pikin way, then for doing scanning for 3 million, to correct a story, you demand for that money there. So person can just come and say, well, I pay for that Pikin and scanning or if you need Pikin for the operation, yeah, will cost 5 to 6, 7 million. People that can come and say, well, this particular Pikin, I will pay for in surgery, then for doing. Most recently, the CEO for Jetty been donate to one boy we will be need 5 million for the operation. He been donate to Jetty, so like the money give we bought. Unfortunately, the operation can result in not able to do an. So we still done the in process so that they don't able to travel to India. So now, but then we can get money for them picking and the way then our list.
Okay, so somebody go on for say if na India no more una can send them picking and they for go do treatments or una get any other country also.
Well, we can say yes, Indian because are the most we trust, and also we don't get but success cases the way they send, and the medical system very good. So we don't know about other country, but like India, we don't they send picking them, they don't they do extremely well for we. So now with that, any picky what we can see, so when they do operation here, okay, the doctor na India will the contact, but for that particular case they then do assessment and give me what for we send the picking.
Okay, so like sick picking project gets I go say limits of time, like if una say this year una target time, or una can say na then picking in here, we forget like inside this year we want get like 10, 20, 50 picking then, or una not can do that.
Well, we not get targeted number as I just said earlier. We can register any picking way match to requirement we in kind of office. If they within the age of 0 to 16 years, they register you, and you don't go through the process where they ask for to register you, because every day, almost every day, we get cases in our office, and we're not going to reject you because I will say that this number one, no.
Okay, make our holiday first. We'll go for a short break. We'll come. We'll still continue with the discussion. Well, remember said this now Salone Morning Discovery from KID-AFAN, and me now just to see Jan. We'll go for a short break. Where we come, we go continue with the process.
I am going to forgive her on this one. But the next time this repeats itself, then it means that you are no longer useful to me anymore.
Make sure I am protected.
Don't worry. You are safe.
How much do you want to stay off Laura?
It's only a fool that can think that I can trade my love for a chicken change.
What is wrong with you?
I am really worried.
Are you here to complete the job?
I am not aware of him having issues.
Junior is not changing.
Those are what makes a man. What do you think a woman needs from a man?
Why would you get yourself involved with a shoemaker?
He's not a shoemaker. He's a student just like us. Don't touch my skin with your filthy hands.
I was a qualifying year student at the university.
That useless daughter of yours, where is she?
Chief.
Bring her out! Bring her out!
Why are you after me? Why are you barking at everyone close to me as if you are my dog?
Please take it easy. Calm down and tell me what she has done wrong.
Just shut up!
How can you be so careless? What is wrong with you? I'm sorry, you're bringing yourself into this fight, right?
He's after my son.
It is disrespectful to me.
Warn your son. So stay away from her.
There should be no problem. No need to worry in this case.
So you're in this as take it easy.
Take it easy! Take it easy!
What is wrong with you? Huh? Are you mad?
I'm doing my work here.
Now we not the fire, we the follow the smoke. The iron we know they burn or they broke. I be they talk and then they facing a joke. Me money and me power, no they tire for work. Give me.
Welcome back, viewers. Still with me in the studio. I get with me Jonathan Bonga when I volunteer from the Sick Picking project. We don't they talk about the project and also what are some of the cases and way they handle? Welcome back, Mr. Bunga.
Thank you.
Okay, so now for somebody where they watch you out there and maybe get this similar issues in the actual way on a project they deal with and go one for reach the office. So like what's not the process then first of all we in for able understand for before you reach now?
Well, we don't get beaucoup criteria for meet we. If you get any issue with the Pikin, you can meet me now number 19 Service Street, Caritas Freetown office. You ask for Auntie Alice, one of the project coordinator, or you say account to seek Pikin project, and they will direct you to we, and we will get a discussion with you, and therefore no problem.
Okay. So now early on we don't they bring figures then of Pikin in a way not don't treat or they don't go through the project. Some of them at least don't succeed for come for survive. Then some of them unfortunately. So like you would tell me presently like how many Pikin when I don't send or almost don't come or how many don't depart? Don't die, if I can say.
Currently, as I say, last week we sent 4 Pikin in India. They're on the process now for doing their surgery, so they already do them. And also before that, we sent a Pikin the way they will go doing surgery, and unfortunately he died there. So in a day they will be, but my mother don't come back. That is sad news. Will be so heartrending. And also, one also believe we don't call already, and in a can die. So we can get death cases, and by the way, because some of the cases are very critical. Like very critical in the sense, the money not can they immediately for send them for do them surgery. So they can already don't register, don't write the letter. They don't call a medical board, and don't wait for the money now, by the way, then pass away. So with that, every day, we get new cases and we be say they get critical condition as well.
Okay, Mr. Bunga, as somebody where they volunteer for the Sick Pikin project and you don't dey inside the system now, and I know say in any drive like this, there must be some obstacles, some challenges, on the way. So what are some of the challenges and the way you feel say like you don't facing and then still on the ground?
As a project or as an individual?
One like both.
Well, as a project, one major challenge is money. Because we get, let me say, 48 Pikin currently we need money for. The project not get that kind of money there for support them.
Presently, as we speak.
Yes.
Okay.
So I don't know until I don't come on office, how I don't come back because they come on daily basis. So the project not get that funding there for supporting Pikin all at a time. So you have to take process. Like after know the bigger sometimes do some Pikin medical surgery within Salone. And also the other challenge we face is that we face challenge with accommodation for some Pikin there we get some cases there we are in not here than day. Then we come out the provinces and not get possible to lodge them. So we can find them very difficult. Pass we then can one day we give them transport back, go back. We will need them back, we call them back, and so we spend beaucoup money for transportation for them, And also the other challenge is that we not get the volunteers and but like volunteers that can come in and go back because some man can get the intention and say we come, they can't pay her. And the project not get that money right now for pay any volunteer. The money we can get sometimes now can even do for the Pikin, they do self, not say even do, not half self for every Pikin what they get. So with that, anybody they expect say now humanitarian work you can do, or someone can get the perspective of the project money just because we say Pikin in India.
So like now you talk say people in the way they come out from the province or other side and around the country they come, and also when they come like the accommodations now that can cater for them. So like how una can really do for like salvation kind of situation, and they looking at say the position or the situation in can with very critical and not to like one day it can for be solved.
Well, most of the time, some Pikin they can come a province, they can admit them for the hospital. So when they can hospital, the project, whatever the doctor demand, the project for take corporate responsibility there.
Okay.
So don't say so on there when they can in a family house, or like some of the AFAN needs them, maybe for the Pikin medicine when they buy for take, or something you have to buy something food for the Pikin. They can carry report now, and they can carry report in office, and the project can help that side there as well sometimes.
Okay, so like somebody one will say again, if some of them cases in the ASU, if the country not gets people in the way able to handle them cases in there, rather than for they take a bulky number of them, they carry and go.
Well, Salone get very good medical doctors then, but like some cases then they normally say they don't get the idea, but they don't get the equipment. So they prefer, instead of them do it at the end of the day, they can't lose the Pikin life. So they prefer for refer, and that can help a lot.
So that can now the doctors and I can refer them for take them out.
Yeah, we not can say we not can get care there. We say we not as I just we not to medical doctor for so we call the Pikin. Well, we say this Pikin will not be able to do your operation now oversee will do pass them they able to do them. A doctor can write medical report according to what you don't assess, according to assessment what you don't do. Say this Pikin this heart problem when you get, we not be able to do your operation now unless it's abroad, and. Then you also recommend that to the government, and the government can take that into consideration. So the doctor then good, but like there is cases that we are able to handle now. But that we will just say. Okay,
so for parents we go don't come with him Pikin, hopeful say, these people here will can help me looking at the case, don't wake come, able forget the answer towards the case we come, how we can turn like for them when are really around them.
Yeah, this is a major challenge as well, because the parent they can always the expectation always high. Then you can say well they can today, then for helping Pikin today and Pikin for well today, but not to spend the work, because we say not get the money, they can give you the pressure, but like you just have to talk to them and become impatient and process. So with that, then self can understand sometimes. Although some okay if you understand what they have to say, you can say na help, no help. But like, we can look into that because we know what they do.
So how can look into the cases and about how they come on and look at the gravity of the case. I mean, with the beginning can come. Like maybe somebody who don't come before this, but maybe it's not the own case we come later greater. How na can attend? Now the one we come first, or not the one where maybe your case looks severe more.
Well, if you look at the whole process, now life they try for save. Okay. So like if we get emergency case, maybe sometimes you get emergency case for doing operation as a lawyer. Well, we take the street for raise fund for immediately. Okay. Than for letting wait at the end of the local loss. So the same to the ministry as well. Sometimes we can send some cases and sometimes they approve this case before this, because they can call a medical board. When they can call them a medical board, they go say they watch the Pikin, they assess and they see in condition they. Sometimes they approve in case maybe with the help of God they can give the funding quick and go doing surgery overseas.
Okay, so before we go, watching at the updates presently, we will now go on for make the public know concerning this project here and also.
So what me just say the public for know about the project. This is a project when we say not to get money within a bank for help Pikin them. Now through we street fundraising, through we stories all the right on our social media for demand. So now based on that we can get money for help the Pikin. So yourself if the personal treat, you see any of the volunteers in old box, the bigger place, or they kindly talk to you. Now one little self, you can put her inside there and God will bless you. And or also if you go to any bank like Vista Bank within Freetown, local commercial banks like Stephen Street, Wellington branch, Ogana Morrison Junction branch as well. If you go to the bank then they see with donation box, at least you have 5 loans of 2 3 loans, you put inside the box. We go instead don't be part of it for help save the life of Pikin and in the country where they're sick, where they be say the people don't get money for help them. Or if you see at all you don't get cash in your hand, you can send them through Orange Money where you number now 076 722 736 076 722 736. We go receive and we go appreciate it so much for your effort.
Okay, so if somebody now want to join for also can become a volunteer to the project, what's in the criteria them so far?
Well, you can meet in our office and we will talk to you, we'll tell you about the project, what the project they're about. I believe say you will get to gain knowledge about the project first before they're going to street the bigger. Because sometimes then I street some man they ask, what's in this there for? What's in this there for? So if you're able to explain to the post layer understand, it will be embarrassment to you as well. So if you want volunteer, you can meet you on number 19 Service Street. You ask for Caritas Street and they direct inside the compound and you will meet the sick picking project coordinator and you go you to gain knowledge concerning the project and you are welcome at any time for journey for raise fund for picking the street with the sick.
Okay, so lastly for the list of picking and una get presently, as you say, 48.
Yes.
Okay, where una they try for see them back able to get the benefits of what una they do. What una hope for them picking and they?
Well, what to do for the better. Some of them will write the letter to Ministry of Health and Sanitation. And still they will do on the process for give the funding for the one of them for go India and also the one of them there we see the fight and small we see our best we will help them for let them cope up with them problems they wouldn't get. So they could talk to the parents then on daily basis, try for encourage and check on the picking them, how they do, looking at the health status, sometimes to be okay. Also go the one that they admit in hospital, we also go to hospital, meet them, see them, we can go buy medicine for them. And also, when they were in the host, they can send volunteers them for go check them and then host them, let us see how they do. So now based on that, they keep moving with their specimens.
So any last word you want to say before we end?
Just want to tell the public, say this is a project for we all, and let we join them together for help save the life of Pikin the old and sick in the country, and with that, we will save the next generation. Thank you.
Thank you for joining the studio.
Yeah.
Okay, with that now, Jonathan Bonga, we come out from the Sick Picking project in a volunteer. We don't tell you about the project, how the projects come about, and also within the constraints and we then face as a project. As you likely hear from and say, this a non-profitable organization will just come into existence for a picking and with great sickness. So yourself can able to contribute towards this by the contacts and way it on send way by so now yourself can able to reach them at an office or to the points and way it on highlights. Well, so we will bring the end of this program, Salone Morning Discovery, and me, Justice Tijan from KID-AFAN. I want to say plenty thank you to me executive producer, Dr. Aisatu Kake Jalo, and to me camera operators. So till we meet again to another Salone Morning Discovery, I want to say peace.